us today as above, so below. We are definitely talking about Hump Day. This is our Bible study night. I want to say salutations to my Madrina, to my Oba, to my Padrino, and to all of my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Kumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic Adjays, whether you are a Mason, whether you're Eastern Star, whether you practice solitary witchcraft, whether you are a sorcerer, sorceress, necromancer, shaman. These lives are for people that practice the ATRs in the church. We all have different gifts, different abilities, but we're in the church and we utilize them, whether we are Presbyterian, whether we're Methodist, whether we're AME, whether we're Baptist, whether we're Pentecostal, Apostolic. We all have different areas of these ATRs that we practice. This is also alive and a platform for those that have left the church but still practice the ATR, but the church is in you. I want to say hello to each and every one of you guys as you're being notified that we are live. My name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs. Now, what you will find on this live, I teach about universal laws. Hello, how you doing? I teach universal laws. I do not teach my personal opinions, but I do teach universal laws. I do not. What's up there, Natasha Foster, my chocolate from North Carolina, my Aquarius in the house. Then we got Karen O'Brien, my Gemini. All right, there y'all chiming in there. Triranda Aries in the house. Demetrius Clark, great and grand rising to each and every one of you guys. This is Bible study night, and what we do on Bible study night, Cancer. All right, Cancer in the house. There's my son Darius. Great day to you, millionaire. I need to hear that, Darius. Bam. So those that do not know, I'm a Sagittarius. My moon is in Aries, and my rising sign is Pisces. You from Detroit? All right. I got my I have a Sagittarius. Shamari, not Shamari, but Stormy is from Detroit as well. And so what I say to many of you guys, when you come to this platform, giving you a better realistic idea what type of information that we share on here. I do not teach my personal beliefs. I teach universal laws. And now, I also say this to my Christian buddy before you start your shenanigans. These are the cards that I read from. These are the 72 names of God, technology of the soul. And so, I want to talk about something today that I know that it's going to help you, especially if you have taken any of my classes, whether my beginners, my intermediate, or my advanced classes. If you have gotten graveyard work done, this is going to apply because it's our Bible study night, so this is where I break down a lot of stuff. And so in hopes that many of you guys will take your spirituality way more seriously than you have, and that many of you guys, I would say another Gemini, all right there. Mama Susan in the house, Gemini back to back. So if you take your spirituality more seriously, then what I talk about and discuss on here is going to really help you out. It doesn't matter if you work with me or don't work with me. When it comes down to universal laws, they apply to each and every one of you. No matter where you started at, whether you're on the sideline just watching. But on this platform, I talk about real magic, energy, frequency, and vibration, how I operate in it. Now, I am 51 years old. I've been doing magic and practicing in the ATR since I was a child. And I have been doing courtroom work just as young. So I'm not a novelist out here. I do understand a lot of the understanding of this. Where can I find the deck cheap? This is actually Amazon. This is what I read from. These are the 72 Names of God meditation deck, technology of the soul. It's a fire magic dealing with Kabbalah. So I work with a lot of fire magic. Sagittarius and Aries moon. So I work with decks that relate with me. To those that do not know, I am crowned Mafedi Fum Oya, and I am also crowned Mafedi Fum Babluaye. I am also a son of Oshun, and I'm also a son of Ogun. What's up to each and every one of you guys, Mafedi Fum? And to each and every one of you guys. Now, I want to say this before we get started tonight, that this is, yes, I am a pastor, and yes, I utilize the Christian Bible to teach universal laws, but at the end of the day, I always say that my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATR, the African tradition. So I want to say to all of you that view me and you comment on my platform, I want you to realize that you're not stumbling in this particular lie by accident. And so therefore, I know that a lot of you like to throw up the flares about Jesus Christ, but you're trying to learn about magic, and you're trying to hide behind Christian aesthetics about Jesus and all this other stuff, but you're here to learn. And so even in Jesus being a necromancer himself and an alchemist himself, if you're truly walking with the Yahshua, the real Yahshua and not the one that, that white Jesus, then you will be able to embrace what I'm talking about today. Christianity has a lot to do with the I am. And so we have a lot of tribal love here. And so those that enter into here in the name of Allah, I'm with Allah too. I know what that means. I keep trying to tell y'all, I've been doing this a very long time. I understand a lot of the energies of divine names, and whether it is Ganesh, whether it's Malika, whether it is Bas, whether it is Amun-Ra. I'm here for it, okay? I'm here about energy, frequency, and vibration. Whatever your particular path is, sir, ma'am, that's your business. But tonight is our Bible study night, and we have a theme and thought that we do. And out of respect for people that actually want to learn something on here, out of respect for people that are actually tuning in to actually get something out of this, if this is not for you, sir and ma'am, thank you for entering in. Thank you for the likes, and continue to proceed on. So other people that really want to learn and get something out of this so they can make their life better, give them the courtesy and give them the respect that they're actually here to get something out of this platform and the time. And if this is not what you want, or this is not for you, you have every right, just like a buffet. Keep on. If you don't want sauerkraut, they're not going to throw it out because you don't eat it. You can move it on and find something that you are interested in eating, okay? Find you some tail or some ass to eat. But I want to say hello to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Hello to each and every one of you. Thank you so very, very much for being with us. There go my baby Scorpio. And what's up, Jelly Sweets? I did refund. I just saw the request. I just got on here. I actually been working with my Palo spirit, because I have to work with Palo after 6 o'clock. So I've been dealing with Palo, and so now I am honoring Mafedifun Oshun, and I hope that many of you guys understand where I'm coming from when I talk about universal laws, energy, frequency, and vibration. And so I want to talk about something tonight, and that has a lot to do with grown people. To me, sir and ma'am, it has absolutely nothing to do with your tradition. There's certain spiritual etiquette I subscribe. Thank you for so much. It is so important for people that are in the church, that are waiting on the Christ, that is supposed to be the Christ in them, the hope of glory, to have a better understanding how to walk in their energy, their frequency, and vibration, and to understand what it is that they're in search for when they go to these ATRs. And each ATR, I want you to think about this. Each ATR is like an equipment. Oh, you did? I thought I seen a refund, so I sent it back. So if you want me to have it, you have to send it back to me again. You have to look at the ATRs as like going to a gym. And each Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, Palo, all of these are different machines in that gym that work out certain aspects of your spiritual body. And depending on what you're trying to work out with, that your ancestors want you to. What's up, Miss Yvette Cancer in the house? There are certain things that your ancestors, that they worked out with, and they want to strengthen you with. The purpose of doing what your ancestors did is this. It is more easy because you're already programmed in your DNA with that particular, whether it's hoodoo, voodoo, Santa, whatever it is. It is easier for you to have a connection, because every ATR is just a science. If you don't have a connection to your own ancestors, your own egoons, your own energy, your own frequency and vibration, then you're still going to be stumbling in the block, no matter if you're in Christianity, whether you're in shamanism, whether you're in witchcraft or sorcery or necromancy, or whether you are trying to do Kabbalah or Santeria. You have to start out having some form of connection with spirit, and hopefully your spirit that was made in the image and after likeness of the divine. And so therefore, you need to come from a place where you already have developed certain senses about yourself. And so on Bible study night, this is what's up there, Chris from Philadelphia. My subject tonight, in hopes of helping melanated people. Hope is a hope of helping melanated people to actually deal with real magic, energy, frequency, and vibration. When you got too much to lose versus not at all. Nothing to lose at all. In life, depending on where you at, depending on what's going on, you need to understand that I myself, I'm going to start with me first. I have too much to lose to be distracted. When you don't know what's on the table, when you don't know what the probabilities of a certain loss is, and you're not prepared for that loss, a lot of times you procrastinate. A lot of times you don't prioritize things in your life at a certain level of importance because you don't understand what you have to lose. Are you from Zimbabwe? No, I'm not. I'm going to be nice tonight because I'm going to stay focused. I have some real nasty to say to you, but I'm going to give you an opportunity to find you somebody to play with. So when you are trying to grow and you're trying to develop, you need to know what you got to lose. Some of you guys are treating certain things in your life as though you can find that again. You can get that opportunity again. When I started, after Minister Mario, son of Achosi, passed away and ascended into the land of the Orisha, I knew that I had lost my right hand. I have lost a loyal supporter. I had lost somebody that was able to generate $85,000 by himself through his job at UPS. And I had lost somebody that would get up any time of night and go with me to do whatever I needed to do. Whether it's the river, the ocean, cemetery, he was right there in that respect. He was somebody I can also trust with my website. He was somebody I could trust with my finances, my kids, my mom, my church. He had earned that over a long period of time. I had known him for 13 years. At that moment, I knew I had too much to lose to delay. So I immediately started getting up what I needed to get crowned. I immediately started making sacrifices. I want to talk to people. I don't know who you are, where you at around this globe. But certain man, if you got too much to lose, you can't afford to do what people do that don't feel like they got nothing to lose. Certain man, if you're going to practice the ATRs, you need to make sure that you are in a place where you're actually learning real magic. You're learning how this stuff really works and understanding the responsibilities behind that. Yes, the scripture says much is given and much is required. But at the end of the day, if you, sir and ma'am, do not feel that you have a lot to lose until you actually lose it, then I'm not talking to you. I want to talk to every man and woman out there that is looking at their relationship, their marriage, they're looking at their business, they're looking at what they got going on. And they, at my age, I'm 51 years old, I can't afford certain losses. There are certain losses I can afford, and there are certain losses I can't. And the only way that you're going to be able to know a liability from an asset, you got to know how to balance that thing. And you need to be able to look at your life and say, you know what, can I afford to lose this man? Can I afford to lose this woman? Can I afford to lose this job? Can I afford to lose this client? Can I afford to lose this relationship? Can I afford to lose this contact? Nobody else need to know that. Some of you are going to watch some of these lives and you feel that you have nothing to lose until the enemy or you get attacked. And all of a sudden, now that you're up on attack, now you want everybody to stop everything they're doing so you can get you some talisman, so you can get a bath cleanser, or you can get this. Now let me explain something to y'all. To those that do not know, I am not paid by my church. I work at UPS. I got 29 years. This year I'll be 30 years at UPS. Also, nobody that assists me on my platform gets paid. I need y'all to consider that. If you're talking to Sister Monique, and before it was Minister Mario, y'all gonna understand they don't get paid. I don't pay her cell phone. I don't do none of that. And y'all need to consider these things. When you interacting with people on my platform, understanding that they're giving their time, they're giving their energy, they're giving their love, support in order for all this to be what it is. Everybody on here plays a part in the strengthening of this platform. Everybody, even the ones that don't mean none of us no good. Some of you, no matter what I say, I don't care how many times you say it's the truth. I don't care how many times you say this was on point. I don't care how many times you say to yourself, you know what, I really need. It is not going to be enough for you to do what you need to do until you realize you got too much to lose. Especially me being 51 years old. I got a decade to get whatever it is that I need to get done. So I went through the process of getting crowned Mafedi Fun Oya. And then I had to do my Ebo. And then after I did my Ebo, I received and got crowned Babalu Aye. And then after I got crowned Babalu Aye, I had to receive my cauldrons through Paulo Miambe because I was already scratched. But my first Madrina and my first Padrino were trying to limit me and Minister Mario's progress in Paulo. And so my Padrino that I have now, he got me the Oba, and he said, Godson, I'm going to make sure that you not only get Centea's cauldron, you're going to also get Zerabonda's cauldron. And then you're going to be, they're going to synchronize with your voodoo with Zerabonda. Come on here, somebody. So your voodoo spirit is going to be a lot stronger because he will have the access and assistance of Zerabonda. Come on here, somebody, huh? I understood that I had too much to lose to sit around and wait on, knowing that there was a war coming, not really realizing in that Jabez prayer that God was going to enlarge my territory the way that he and Divine Mother have been enlarging my territory. But let me tell y'all, sir, man, when you know that God is going to bless you, you need to be prepared for the blessing, because the blessing of the Lord doeth make it rich and addeth no sorrow. Somebody needs to understand tonight, do you got too much to lose? Are you dealing with people that don't feel like they got nothing to lose? When people don't have nothing, they feel like they don't have nothing to lose, they will cause you all kind of problems and situations. My mom, I've learned from my mom, my grandma, my uncle, never deal with nobody that ain't got nothing to lose. They dangerous. I don't care if it's mama, daddy, brother, sister, cousin. I don't care if it's husband and wife. When you are dealing and engaging with people that in their mind, they might have a lot to lose themselves, but in their mind, it don't mean that to them. I'm going to say that again. In your eyes, when you look at them, you think they got something to lose. But in their mind, they don't value it like that, so they don't see that as a loss. I need you to understand, how you think and what you think is your business. When it comes down to real life, it matters how that other person thinks that is trying to engage in your life. I talk to grown people. I tell you, before you do a spell, before you do a prayer, you need to sit down and count up costs and then understand who you're dealing with. Let me explain it to y'all like this. I sacrificed to the point I jeopardized my credit. I jeopardized a lot of stuff. It wasn't a jeopardize to me because what I was sacrificing for was more important for me to get in position. And this is what I want to talk to y'all. When you got too much to lose and you're out here making certain sacrifices, and then you have people around you that don't want to honor your sacrifice. Come on here, somebody. This is why the scripture talks about if you don't receive Christ Jesus, who already sacrificed on the concept of the cross, that there's no other salvation. See, when people, they don't have to know everything you sacrifice, but they know in order for you to get where you have gotten, you got too much to lose. And so therefore honoring your sacrifice means that they will have access to the blessing that come through your sacrifice. But when a person don't have nothing to lose and they don't value your sacrifice, then they will squander even if they get blessed. There's people around me right now, it don't matter what I tell them, how much of an example I'm going to be, they're not going to do nothing with their life because they don't want nothing out of life. All they're going to try to spend my energy, my arche is getting out of BS stuff that they could get out themselves. Let me tell y'all something. As much knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that I drop on these lives, if you don't ever do a spell, if you don't ever do graveyard work with me, if you just utilize the knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and make better choices. Make better choices. Make better decisions about you and yours. How much further in life would you be? How much better you would resonate or be in harmony with other people? What's up, my Stormy from Sagittarius from Detroit? What's up, salutations, Jeremy? Let me tell y'all something. When you don't have a lot to lose, you'll play games. If you don't think you got a lot to lose, you'll let people play games with you. You'll let people waste your time. You'll let people waste your resources. You'll let people waste your mental energy because you yourself don't value who you are. See, a lot of y'all think it's going to be about Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, and Palo. The reason why my first Madrina could not play me and Minister Mario, because I had too much to lose. Minister Mario had too much to lose. So there was only so long you were going to be able to play games. There was going to be only so long you're going to be able to deceive or play trickery. Because at the end of the day, I'm looking for results. When I do manifestation work, now let me say this too. Some of y'all guys do not know, but Bank of America is the bank that I deal with when it comes down to my church. So Bank of America got hacked, and so some of our personal information got hacked, and so they had to send me out another bank card. So the reason why I haven't sent out any packages is because I used the bank card in order to do to pay for the shipping. So a lot of you guys don't understand something. I'm a one-man show. I don't care. And I'll explain this, and I'm tired of explaining this, okay? Because I know you're not retarded, but you just don't give a damn, okay? Because you're not trying to learn. See, a lot of times in life, when you get to a certain age, I'm not here to create problems. I'm here for solutions. See, when you got too much to lose, all you looking for is remedies. All you looking for is how somebody can make whatever you're doing a lot easier, more comfortable, more efficient to do. When you don't have nothing to lose, you don't mind causing disturbances. You don't mind being petty. Let me tell you something. There's times that I want to slap a bitch head clean off the body. But because I got too much to lose and I got too much going on, I can't even stop to address that hoe because I don't have time for it. Because the time and energy that I put into making you, I could be over here making $1. I could be over here making 50 cents. I could be over here making a quarter. I could be over here making 1,000. I could be over here doing something that's actually going to make things better for me. And so therefore, when you get to a certain point in your life, you will change your friend. When you still talking to 30-year-olds or 40-year-olds about why that's your friend, they don't want nothing. Certain man, when you got too much to lose, you consider a whole lot of things. When you get comfortable, and you forget that until you leave here, much was given to you and much gonna always be required of you. But when you operate in the abundance of the frequency of abundance, you need to understand. This is why I be telling y'all, you got to know who you investing in. Some of y'all, not all of y'all, but some of y'all still ain't caught on to who Chief Apostle Ely is. You don't understand. I'm a grown man. You don't understand that I'm out here. I've been doing this all my life. All I ever knew was magic. All I ever knew was conjure. All I ever knew was sorcery and necromancer. So I'm not these other people. I didn't come into my gift when I got grown. I have always been active. I've always astral traveled. I've always been able to do all of that. I've always been able to read. I've always been able to see. I have been enhanced. I've been cultivated since I got older through the experiences I've been through, some of the warfare that I've been through. But at the end of the day, sir, ma'am, I'm giving you realistic, concrete information so you can make rational decisions as a spiritual man or woman. What's up there, my love? My Taurus in the house. At the end of the day, is it Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lacuna, whatever the ATR is? If you feel in your mind and your heart that you ain't got much to lose, then you're going to keep out here playing with your time. You're going to let other people play with your time. You're going to still, instead of you getting heavier work done, I knew that, I didn't know God was going to take me to the levels that I'm going right now. I'm not fake no front. But I knew things were getting big and was happening. And I kept getting warned. You need to reinforce your Ogun. You need to do this. They had already told me what I need to do. I stopped everything else and I got in position. I made the necessary sacrifice. If you ain't trying to fall, stop playing. If you ain't trying to be brought to open shame, stop playing. If you ain't trying to lose your marriage, stop playing. If you ain't trying to go out of business, stop playing. If you ain't trying to die of a sickness that somebody working on you, then you, sir and man, because nobody can do this for you. No amount of inspiration, no amount of teaching, you as a grown man or woman got to come to conclusion. I got too much to lose not to get this class. I cannot afford to remain ignorant. It's not to my best interest. I can't remain friends with you because you don't want nothing. You can't inspire me. You cannot motivate me. You can't make me believe I can fly. You can't do none of that. All you can do is become parasitic in my life and a liability. Because if I go higher, you're going to pull me down. I don't need a reading. I don't need divination. I don't need any of that. Smooth criminal. God is so good. I don't have to. Now I'm gonna show y'all this. I was down in Miami, so this is what I bought. This has all the Orishas in this particular etiquette. But I'm gonna give this to my padrino to do it for me. Now I am a priest. I can bless it myself, but because I'm smart, I'm gonna turn this over to the hands of my padrino or my oba and let them bless it for me. I try to give you guys the knowledge, the clarity, the understanding. No, what you're doing, and you claim to be following me, you're so busy trying to do stuff on your own because you think you're saving money. I am here to tell you, you're wasting money because you don't know enough to take you where you're trying to go. I could not have given myself the cauldron of Centella. I cannot give myself the cauldron of Zarabanda. I could not have crowned myself. I don't know what else to tell you guys when it comes down to real magic. I am trying to get you to understand. You have to, if it's important to you, and if you, sir, a man, feel that you need certain things and you cannot afford to lose. Let me tell y'all what I see a lot of people do. They play around with their finances and they give a little bit, until their enemies get them where they ruin their finances or get them down where they don't have any finances. The two things that my spiritual dad told me, that when somebody's trying to destroy you, they're going to go after one or both of these. They're going to go after your finances or your health, if not both, depending on their capability. I'm going to say it again. When somebody trying to see, when you got too much to lose, you got to know why you're not feeling well. And you need to get up on that ASAP. All of a sudden, your money was flowing. All of a sudden, it's flowing down. When you got too much to lose, you don't let things continue to progress to get worse. You start paying. Wait a minute. Like, I don't understand. I'm trying to tell them, Keith, that graveyard work ain't nothing but the truth. Let me tell you something. When you got too much to lose, you stop penny pinching. Some of y'all want to be out here and you want to be ballers. But you trying to ball on a budget. Baby, somebody lied to you. Somebody deceived you. Somebody tricked you. Somebody conned you. They lied unto thee. There is no such thing as an easy way out. It take money to make money. I don't care if you're in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo. No finance, no romance. She could not even like you. And your finances are there. And she will sleep with you. He cannot even like you. And your finances are there. He'll sleep with you. Baby, when you have resources, you become what my mama called that pretty kind of ugly. Huh? When you got them Benjamins, you become pretty kind of ugly. So don't worry about that you ain't got no waistline. Don't worry about you ain't got no hips. Have resources. You can always get some love, even if you got to pay for it. But you ain't got to be without. Now, do I listen, Linda. Can't nobody, there go my Gemini. Keisha and Howard. I cannot convince you of anything. What I can tell you is, what I teach has been proven over and over and over. I got it from people that they had proven it over and over. So I know the people that I have learned about finances and situations. You better understand, when you got too much to lose, you don't have the luxury to play with time, to play with your energy, and to play with your resources. Now, you can take this however you want. You can go out there and think, you know what, they're gonna do this for me for $300. They're gonna do that for me for $500. They're gonna do it. All right. They're gonna help you become a millionaire for $500. If you believe that, I got a bridge to sell you. Stop saying people playing you for a fool when you the one got the clown suit on. Stop saying that people mishandling you when you mishandling yourself. When I get on this platform and tell you, I'm the one behind the scenes. Some of you will never have access to the people that I have access to. And I am telling you that a lot of these people, they ain't got themselves together. A lot of these people be out here looking for some of y'all to make them into something. And then I tell you, I say, once you test my work, it's up to you to sow on good ground. It's up to you as a grown man or woman to continue to sow on good ground. It's up to you to stop putting yourself in position to get hurt, to get showed up. Let me tell you like this. Let me say it like this. Donald Trump going through something. Donald Trump ain't stopped working because he got too much to lose. He can't even allow his age. He don't even allow the losses that he's taking to stop it. When you got too much to lose, it's not a luxury. So I said, Donald Trump, they wanted him to come up with $450 million. And he ended up paying $170 million. I don't have it. I'm not going to put myself in arenas that are going to deplete my resources. I am not going to put myself in an arena that is going to deplete the energy of my arche. When you going up against people that are more anointed than you and stronger than you in these ATR, you're going to deplete your energy quickly. Some of you are tired very easily. It's because you are trying to stand in arenas that you do not have the capacity or the anointing for. Baby, let me tell you something. There's a reason why they got different divisions in boxing. There's a reason why they got different divisions when it comes down to certain sport. Because what you need to be in your weight class. Your weight class is your mental capacity. Your weight class is your emotional capacity. Your weight class is what you have the measure of gift and talent and grace to do. If you, let me say it like this. I almost thought that said Roland Martin. If you keep going out here, putting yourself in arenas with other people that can do this every day, all day long, you're the one frustrating yourself. You're the one sitting in conversation where you know they're not productive. Maybe, like certain men, maybe you don't have nothing to lose. I can't even afford the conversation. I can't afford you to exhaust me with your never-ending complaints. Because you know why? It's always somebody else. It's never you. It's never you. It's never you causing you problems. It's never you just putting off the day for tomorrow. It's never you. It's never you. It's always somebody throwing at you. Well, where's your shield to quench the fiery darts of the enemy? You are responsible to put on the whole armor of God, but you won't do that. You want everybody else to boot up and get out there and fight the good fight of faith for you, while you sit down like David did and go and beat Bathsheba back out instead of being out there with Uriah. You out there taking that long sausage and winding up inside of the guts of Bathsheba and skeeting her and creating a baby. That's what you doing. Because you don't realize you got too much to lose to be out there messing with Bathsheba. This ain't the time. It ain't your wife. It ain't your husband. Grown people. To every grown individual that may see this tonight, that may see this 5 years from now, 2 minutes from now, if you have come to a conclusion in your mind, there's no way that for what I'm up against that I could have spent $5,000. There's no way. There is no way. There is no way for what I have to go through and deal with that I could have went in there with $10,000. My journey don't call for that. See, your journey might not call for what my journey may call for. But you need to understand. It might be me. Oh God. Think about this. You got to know, if Ukraine going up against Russia did not realize they had too much to lose, you can't fight a battle when you don't have the resources. You can't fight a battle when you don't have the tools. It don't matter if you're an Ifa, voodoo. You can't cleanse yourself when you don't have the products. And then a lot of times, let me say this, and this Bible study night. You cannot cleanse yourself one time, and that's supposed to take care of everything. I cleanse myself daily. I use different type of, where my hell is my cigar? Oh. I'm not even a smoker, but I have to do certain things. When you got too much to lose, even your dislikes are irrelevant. Even you cannot step in a situation. What's up, number one, China? You cannot step in a situation and say you ain't got it. You got to make it happen. You have to get to a point that you walk in the creative energy of Elohim and say to yourself, you know what? I have to create. There's a door out there. There's a window out there. I have to get this because I have too much to lose. I can't sit around here. If they give me 60 days to get something done, I can't play with my time. If they gave me 30 days, I can't play with my time. Some of y'all act like it's like La La Land. Your health ain't even that great. What is you playing with? Your finance, you just one check away from financial ruin. You're just one slap away from being knocked to the ground. It makes no sense. If you got too much to lose. Now, if you one of them people that feel like you ain't got nothing to lose, I see why you do what you do. I see why that's still your friend. I don't try to be funny with people. I tell people, you too broke to be my, you don't, because either you going to be too broke to do what I do, or you going to be right here being jealous and envious of what I'm doing, and you don't know why I got to do what I got to do. Because the truth of the matter is, you wouldn't have spent the type of money that I generate, you wouldn't have spent that on the things of God. You would have spent that on trying to impress other people. I'm not here for that. I'm not here about that. I am here to do the will of my divine mother and father. I am here to help the people that want to be helped. You have concluded that you don't want that kind of help. Because you on and off. When you dedicated to something, it is in season and out of season. The beautiful thing about being grown, you have a right to take your life down any path that you want, whether it's good for you or ain't good for you. You got a right to do right or do wrong by you. Do you hear me? I don't care if it's a Tata, Mambo, Apostle, Pastor. You, certain man, could sit there in the level of ignorance that would just have all of us befuddled and baffled. Coming to America, 3 nights. So I'm going to say this to you, Lo. Since we're going to talk about coming to America, I want you to be one of those bathers that's watching my royal rod, huh? And taking care of business up under the water. I don't want you to come up until I'm satisfied. Okay? Now, when it comes down to what we do on this platform, it has a lot to do with people making decisions that make sense for their life. You're not trying to learn. When I tell you guys, some people y'all get upset when I say this. You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. What I mean by you don't want nothing, you don't have anything, no dignity. So you willing to do anything. You have no morality. You have no sense, or you have no sense of wanting to be a better grade of yourself. And so therefore, I don't have time, because I'm all about evolution. I'm about growth. I'm not going to sit there and argue with somebody about what they going to do or not going to. Either you're going to do or you're not going to do. You're going to help or not help. That's why my platform is what it is. This is why I love the people that God placed in my platform. This is why I'm waiting on the people that God is sending to join my ministry, so apostolic can walk in what God has truly called us to walk in. And so therefore, they're not going to be worried about what somebody's saying. They over there practicing witchcraft. They're over there doing sorcery. They're over there doing conjuring. That is going to be irrelevant. The people that are on road with me, Minister Mario, told me, he say, listen here, I'll be glad when they do call me a witch. I don't know why you let it bother. It don't bother me. It bothers me when people call me a witch and then ask me for my help. Why is the holy man or woman of God coming to the devil to get help? That's a problem to me. Huh? You gonna call me a dog and now you want to marry me and have my puppies? And I don't do stuff like that. I don't like that. Because if I don't like you, I don't fool with you. Some of y'all don't have that kind of dignity about yourself. Some of y'all don't. It means something when somebody in your family say you worshiping the devil. And you will go out your way to help hurt other people and mistreat other people that ain't even doing that to you. So you can prove something to some people that if you get in trouble right now, they can't help you. Huh? That right. Demonic these nuts. That's what I tell them, Keisha. Or in your case, ovaries. Nobody like, when you got too much to lose, it's certain things you don't have time to entertain. I got goals. I have things that I intend to accomplish. I have enemies to subdue. I have doors to go walk through. I have books to write. I have places to travel to. I'm 51 years old. I don't have the time. I don't know how long God gonna have me over here. I hope I be around here to do a whole lot of things. But if I don't, while I am yet alive, I am going to do the will and the work of my Father and my divine mother. I am going to do the work of my egum. I am going to get on here and tell you the truth, whether you want to hear it or not. What you do with the truth is your business, sir and ma'am. Because if you don't want to get great, y'all work. Are you from a gang? Only gang I'm from is gang banging. Yes, I loves me an orgy. Now I do that. But out here shooting somebody because somebody else mad with them, no, that's stupid. I don't do stuff like that. Orgies are not illegal. Gang banging is. Look, my Tara said, I'm here for the manifestation and it is on point. Come on here. Let me tell y'all something. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding has no expiration date. The fact that you don't realize that you are a spirit having a human experience, the fact that you are entangling yourself with the affairs of this life, knowing that you're in a war, I can't help you. Do you not know the people over in Ukraine, when they start dropping them bombs, they weren't going out to business? Thank you so much for hitting that like button. Spirit having a human experience. Exactly. When I tell people about getting things, you're not doing that for me. That's like telling your child that you doing the teacher a favor by going and getting your education. That's why y'all, like these grown ass people, you're not doing. I already know how to go. I'm a natural necromancer. I already have the stuff that I have need of. What are you talking about? My mama used to tell all the time, don't tell me about no teacher because they got days. Then she didn't say theirs. She said days. You ain't even come to the conclusion that you ain't never been spiritual. You've been doing spiritual stuff. You need to become awakened and you need to become spirit and then walk in your destiny, walk in the things that God has prepared for you. You still out here competing with what other people got going on. The only reason why you have the things in your life that you have right now because you a copycat, you saw somebody else got. It is not because Spirit said, this is what I want you to have. This is where you need to be. You are not walking in synchronicity of your divine purpose because that is not important to you. And it don't have to be. Thank you for putting my Cash App up. Let me tell y'all something. When life get real to you, you'll start making real decisions. I'm going to tell you like this. When you got too much to lose, things get real simple. Things get all the way down to a yes or a no. Things get down to I'm out. Things will get down to I'm done. It won't even be a full sentence. Things will, when you put proper perspective on life, it might get down to one word. Bye. See you, wouldn't want to be you. It might even get down to you won't even say nothing. You're just gone. You become a ghost and disappear. Anybody out there that got too much to lose know what I'm talking about. When you out here and you look and you facing what you facing, I ain't got but one word for you. Not me. Huh? Find you a busy intersection and go and kiss a car. That's what you need to be doing. Because it's safer over there. Because since I got too much to lose, I'm willing to do what I need to do by any means necessary. Do you understand that? When people have too much to lose, they don't care if you think they're the devil or God. It's irrelevant to them at that point. When you're out here and you got too much, the where you at right now, you got too far to fall. So you can't play games with these other people. They gutter bucket, they at the ballot, they out here scavenging the bottoms of the ocean. But you out here trying to soar like an eagle. Baby, you can't play them games. You ain't even soaring like a pigeon. You're not even soaring like a falcon. You out here soaring like an eagle. You cannot play them games because the fall is too great. And it's too many people would love to see you plummet to the ground. So keep out here playing. Keep out here putting your $500, your $100, your $1,000. When you know the type of enemies you got going ham. Nice chief. Boy, the costume. You know what's really funny? Watching your dad gag as he swallowed, and then watch your mama suck my juices out of his mouth. Now that's funny. While they are fighting over my nectar. Now that's funny. Let me tell y'all something, and I'm going to say it again. Not for my benefit, but for yours. I have no reason to lie. I have no reason to get on this platform and make you think it's something and it's not. It's not the sword, sir. It's the man. It's people out there right now. They love having sex and they ain't never been good at it. Everybody having sex ain't good at it, but they want to have it. Everybody out there doing magic and spirituality don't mean they're good at it, but they love magic. They embrace it. But then there's some of us out here are very good at what we do. And some of y'all don't realize that I have way more spirits walking with me now than I have ever did. Ma Fedi Funo Shum. Instead of you lining up with the growth that is before you, instead of you lining up with the evolution that is before you, this is what happens when somebody outgrows you. There's different frequencies. Some of y'all just like the telephone company. Your call is always dropping because the signal is weak. When you got too much to lose, you can't afford your signal to drop. The conversations that you have with the divine mother and father are too important. Somebody blocking your connectivity with the divine is too important. It's the man, not the sword. Reminds me of how anything can be used for either good or evil, and depending on the person who wills it. Exactly. And that's everything. You can use poison to heal somebody. That's why they use venom to help people. When you know alchemy, you know the proportions that are necessary. But when you ignorant, you think everything that's good, brain good. No. My signal is tripping. Let me tell y'all something. When you are truly walking a journey, you will not allow somebody else. You'll make sure your rogations are done. You'll make sure your head cleansing are done, or your med tech, depending if you're in Haitian voodoo. You will make sure your head is clean. Know why? Because you don't want nothing getting in the way of getting those signals or those information. You will make sure that you have your pad out so you can understand or write down your dreams. Yes, the divine is speaking to you, but it's not an important you. It's not prior to mail to you. Huh? Even if it's marked certified, you still ain't gonna open it. So my thing to you, sir and ma'am, if you got a lot to lose, you need to get on your business. You need to get on your game. You need to start rearranging certain things in your life and your priorities. And nobody can do that for you. Sir and ma'am, if you ain't got nothing to lose, stay away from me. Sir and ma'am, if you don't have nothing to lose, Please stay away from me because I got too much to lose and you're going to get hurt. Huh? It don't even bother me. I'm not, people say, oh, you're nice. No, I'm not a nice person. I know how to do nice things for people. I know how to do good things for people. I'm not a nice person. I grew up black. I grew up in the church. What makes you think I'm nice? I'm a respectable individual. I know how to engage with people, places, and things. But at the end of the day, I'm a businessman. Like, I'm out here trying to build something that God has given me. And so therefore, it takes resources. And so therefore, I have to generate funds. So I'm all about business. I'm not even giving away my inches for free. You sell tail, I sell inches. I can't even afford to have sex for free. That costs. Oh, here it is. I hope this helped you. I hope that you hit that like button. I hope you share. I hope that what I'm doing is sending you to my website. What I'm doing, that you embrace your graveyard work, your candle work, whatever you got me doing for you. I hope that you start taking your spirituality way more serious and value your spirituality, your arche more, and stop saying what you don't have. Become the creator. That's the whole point. The Bible said that the earth is waiting on the manifestation of the sons of God. Did you take your divinity? Did you take your advanced class? Did you take your intermediate class? Did you take your beginner's class? Are you doing what is necessary? See, you don't have a right to be frustrated when you ain't did with your part. You don't have the right to be disappointed when you didn't come to class with your tutor. You don't have the right to complain about what is being required of you when you ain't even meeting the criteria. Either you want it or you don't. Either you want to get down and dirty or you don't. It's really simple. You grown, make your decision. Do you want to get down with the dark arts or you don't? Do you want to fellowship with that man or woman or do you not? Why are you making this complicated and you grown? You worried about who? Let me tell you something. When you get in trouble, they're going to talk about your ass. All them people you worried about what they think about you, and when you get in trouble, they hoping you don't come out. All I'm telling you, if you got it for you like that, and you got, make sure that you got the tools to stand your ground. That's all I can tell you. Because as for me and my house, I'm going to get what I need. For apostolic, I'm going to get what I need. For my Patreon family, for my TikTok family, my YouTube, my church family, I am going to get what I need. So when the enemy come in like a flood, I'm going tsunami their ass. That's what's going to happen. I'm coming in. You came in here. I am here to address your water levels. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm here for. Now, your pastor might not do what he or she need to do for y'all flock. Y'all tata, y'all mama may not do what they need to do for their elay or for their coven. That's their business. But over here, since I got too much to lose, since my flock got too much to lose, since my tribe got too much to lose, since my graveyard people got too much to lose, you're going to get your ass bust over here. I'm just telling you. So all that work calling me the devil and the evil, none of that, I don't care nothing about none of that. Because if you wouldn't have been over here treading over here, you wouldn't be getting none of these biscuits. And I'm talking about Popeye's biscuits. Dry. Dry. Not moist. You're going to need something to drink. Yes, you is. Yes, you is. Yes, yes. Stop. If you got too much to lose, stop playing with your enemies. Stop playing with your adversary. You got too much to lose, start having real conversation. You got too much to lose, set boundaries. You got too much to lose, speak your mind. It's simple. Yes, no. You not. I got too much to lose. I can't afford you to leave me on. I got too much to lose. Give me what you gonna give me. Huh? I don't argue with my baby mamas. I don't do none of that. I got too much to lose. What is it I need to do? I'm going to do what I'm going to do and go about my business. What you think about me, it's irrelevant. Some of y'all, you playing like you got so much to lose, but you're out here having conversation about stuff that serves you no purpose. Get your tools, get in position, because that's what I teach and I believe in, and then you can rock it how you so choose. But until you get in position, it is what it is. If this don't mean nothing to you, sir and ma'am, if this, no matter what you practice, y'all need to type in, I got too much to lose. You need to type this so they go all around the world in honor of Mafedi Fun Oshun. You need to type, I have too much to lose. I need to know your decision tonight. I need you to put it on the dotted line. You've been lying. No, we need you to write it. We need you to type it in there and say, I got too much to lose. Let me say this to you, follower of Christ. You go and follow Christ over there. Because you and Christ going to get y'all ass whooped over here. Okay? So you go play somewhere else. John 14:6. I know the Bible way, but I done went to seminary school and all, got degrees and all. This the wrong platform. I done told y'all, out of respect for what we do over here, it's melanated over here. It's melanin. It's dark chocolate over here, huh? It is the Mr. Goodbar over here. Okay, this with nuts. Okay, I've been very, very clear and very respectable. I make no apologies for what I practice. I'm not interested. Your white Jesus ain't never did nothing for me. Ain't never set none of my family members free. Ain't never did nothing for us. Ain't did them bring bondage and problems. So find you somebody on this YouTube channel other than me to find you somebody to play with. All right, I got stop God and return back to sender. I got you, Karen O'Brien. Stop gossip. You keep talking about what you can't afford. No, what you can't afford is to keep going through what you're going through, claiming to be grown. All you want to keep on doing is repeating stuff over and over and complaining to people that's stupid. Because you're not going to waste this right here. You're not going to waste that. Somebody need to type in or somebody put in there too much to lose. And then my reversal for Karen O'Brien. You gonna continue to be ignorant willingly? It's one thing when somebody keeping you ignorant, but you gonna be willingly to stay ignorant? Oh, it don't mean that for you. And I got Demetrius, Gemini reading. Well, possibly you real. Possibly you the real McCoy. Then why you still playing games? Get into the category where you need to be so it can make sense what you trying to do. Jealous Sweets, Gemini. I got me Gemini back-to-back readings. Nice processing. Start phone over. Restart phone. I got way too much to lose. I know that's right. I want to see it in there. Type that. I want it all over the social media. If we got too much to lose, everything gets simple. What's my next move? What do I need to do? What I need to invest? All that talking about what you don't have time to talk about what you ain't got. What you ain't got is time to keep playing around with that thing you call your precious life. Because when it's all said and done, ain't nobody got to live in that reality but you. Not me and nobody else. Y'all like my Fede Funo Shun bracelet? This is my Babaluaye bracelet. This is our ceremony bracelet. Yes. And I'm gonna get Padrino, and he ain't finna do it for free. And that's another thing, y'all. I have never went to that man or a woman and be looking for like the stuff that I need work done. I need you to take care of this. Cause this ain't what I do. I do conjure. This is what he do. He do all this consecration and with their reaches and stuff. He love this kind of stuff. Crowning people, he love that kind of stuff. I'm in here to do spiritual work. So I take it to the people that love what they do. Bless that for me to do what I need to do so I can get out here and perform these works. That's how I get down. Apostle, I'm just looking for confirmation. Ooh, wait a minute. Confirmation. My ancestors will know what to relate. Okay. Got you. No problem, baby. I'm trying to get this. I had to restart this phone because Cash App started messing up. Okay. I got Natasha down for a reading. Hold on. Aquarius. Natasha. Aquarius. Thank you, sweetheart. And thank you, Jelly Sweets, for that offering. I appreciate that. And then Jelly. What I got you down. Jelly Sweets. I did Karen O'Brien. Demetrius, Gemini, Aquarius. Okay. I got it. That's why you support. That's why you give. So when I'm out there, and I would tell people, you can get my attention. When I'm out there doing ceremonial work and you out there giving me, and I come home and that Cash App done lit up or that Zelle done lit up, yes, I'm thinking about you. Oh, it's easy to get on Chief Apostle Eli's mind while you out there conjuring, while you out there doing conjure. Think about me. Oh, I will. I was raised by a Virgo. My mama said, turn down nothing but your collar. And sometimes I don't even wear this. You see, I have no collar here. I only wear collars because I ain't turning nothing down. Except money from that's from innocent blood. I don't do that now. That I won't do. Here these we're gonna start first with actually we're gonna start first with Natasha, Aquarius, and then we're gonna do Demetrius, and then we're gonna do Jelly Sweets in that order. All right, here we go. Let me know, Natasha, you listen. My baby's Scorpio and playing. Let me know you listening, Natasha. BDC on. Somebody said, can you say if you're crowned who? I am crowned my Fede Fun Oya. I am crowned my Fede Fun Babaluaye. And I am up on a year. I've been crowned twice. And if you think that's easy, try it. People, I know how extraordinary my crownings are. And the type of reaches I have. And the type of stuff I got. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee, that which is in the dark, bringing to light of my eyes concerning Natasha the Aquarius. Natasha the Aquarius. That which is in the dark, bring it to light of my eyes. Natasha, the Aquarius. What is it that this Aquarius needs to focus on? What is it that this Aquarius needs to focus on? Ooh, these cards. That pot over there smoking for Karen O'Brien. Hold on. All right. My Aquarius, your shadow card comes up, eliminating negative thoughts. It said, Ayin Lamed Mem. It said, I am now switching off the destructive thoughts that emanate from my ego. It says, in the space I have opened, a gentle radiance of spiritual light appears. This card right here is focusing on your mental state and your mind state. And they're saying not allowing destructive. To me, there's a difference between you being rational about something that is negative than actually being destructive. This card right here is saying this, don't allow your ego to get yourself into that type of state, and it wants you to operate in the this is to me, this is Psalm 25 plus Psalm 27, because this has a lot to do with conquering things, and this has a lot to do with allowing the light to shine. So that's what it says, gentle radiance of spiritual light appears. They want you to focus on that. And then they want, your middle card talks about happiness. I like this coming up for Aquarius, because with that being Saturn energy, a lot of times they have a lot of things they have to deal with, and so a lot of times they look at things from a negative perspective. A lot of times, which keeps them operating from a fear base. But this card right here says Va He Va. It says, I find the strength to restrain selfish longing. Through this name, I ask for what my soul needs and not what my ego wants. I find deep appreciation for what life brings me. This is talking about enjoying happiness. It really is. It says that life brings me, this brings me the happiness in the deepest of sense. This is, to me, I feel like this is where you're getting to your happy place, a place of serenity, a place of acceptance, actually enjoying what life is to you and can be for you. And I like this because this is like when I tell you guys about the oil of joy, especially if you got Capricorn or Aquarius or Capricorn Aquarius placement, oil of joy. If you're dealing with certain depressions, that's the go-to. That's my go-to. When people lie to me, I burn my mental clarity. I can't have your lies messing with my mind. Lost and found is on the outcome card for Aquarius. It said Resh Aleph Hey. It said, with this name as my compass, this is guidance. The path towards my spiritual home is illuminated. I regain my bearings. With every step I take and every moment that passes, I feel comfort, confidence, and a stronger sense of direction. I really love this read for you because this has a lot to do with you walking in your spiritual path, embracing things, making the proper changes. But this card right here saying, as you progress on, as Jesus told the man, take up your bed and you'll be healed. And as he walked on, he received his healing. This is a lot of, as you move forward into deeper things in your spirituality, then you're going to have more comfort, confidence, and a stronger sense of direction. You won't feel like, well, should I do this or should I go? You're going to have a knowing that the compass is, that GPS system inside is going to be more online. That's why you need to get deeper into your ATRs. It's going to give you a stronger sense of direction. And then after her, it's going to be my Gemini Who did I say? I think it's Demetrius. Yeah, Demetrius. I love this reading. Thank you. God is so good all the time, man. Where's Demetrius? Let me know you're listening, hon. If somebody want to be a blessing tonight, my Cash App, please do so, certain ma'am. Okay, there you go. Hear these words which I coming in. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee, that which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes concerning Demetrius the Gemini. Demetrius. Got some stuff going on, Demetrius. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes concerning this Gemini. What is it that this Gemini needs to focus on? Ibiando raba sande de diokosa. Eba sande bebehese. Focal point for Gemini. The Eba sande de diokosa. All right, here we go. And this is your first read with me, so I enjoy these more so than others. I like reading people for the first time. Gemini. Your shadow card comes up, spiritual cleansing. For Gemini, ruled by the planet of Mercury. It says mem va mem. It said by meditating on these letters, I push the rewind and erase on my spiritual video. I am purified in my present life by correcting my transgressions from the lives in the past. In other words, they want you to focus on correcting from mistakes or decisions that was made in the past. It also says, I can also use this name to purify the physical environment from spiritual impurity. This card talking about a lot of not only cleansing from within yourself, but also your environment. I don't know you, but this energy for Gemini is about cleaning up. And this shadow card is what needs to be focused on. And it has a lot to do with starting a clean slate. As they would say, the concept is you can't don't cry over spilled milk. You might not cry over that milk, but you want to know why you spilled the milk in the first place, okay? Then your Ebasa, your middle card comes up. Gemini is parent, teacher, not preacher. It says Yud, hey, hey. It said, I desire to lovingly, respectfully, and selfishly share this wisdom with my children. The preacher in me is silent. The teacher in me shines through in all of my action. This particular card right here, falling for Gemini, it said that it's not about talking it, it's about walking it. This card right here is saying that you need to move in action, not in words. You have already said what you had to say. You've already spoken what you had to say. Now it's put the pedal to the metal, so to speak. And then your outcome card, my Gemini, is long range vision, is outcome, which I like this because I feel like a lot of time when Geminis get buried into what's immediately going on, they don't realize what's down the road, and sometimes they get bogged down into what they're dealing with in the present, and they forget the press forward for the mark of the high calling, which is in Christ Jesus. This card says, Hey, Resh Yud. I have the power of clear vision. This is mean, Gemini, Demetrius, this means that this is not time for double-minded, not wavering. And this is, and foresight into every part of my life. The blindfolds are removed. I can see the full-grown tree and the newly planted seed. This means, Gemini, is that when you look at a situation, you don't have to see it in fruition. You should see, like, look at the tree, see the table, see the chair, that kind of stuff. It says, I grasp the cause and effect relationship that governs all reality. For everything that you say and do, there's opposite and reaction. And it says, my life choices and actions are motivated by ultimate results, not monetary illusions. I can now also see more with my mind's eye. I can perceive more through my mind's eye and feel more with my intuition. This card, as you go on and do your spiritual cleansing, you're going to be more apt to focus meditatively and be able to use your intuition a lot more than you have been able to use it. But this has a lot to do with your choices. It's about not talking about it, being about it, and putting things into motion. You really need to get up on yourself. It's not only cleansing inwardly, but also cleansing your environment. Thank you. I appreciate that. And then we got my jelly sweets. Where is my jelly? Thank you, Apostle. That was spot on and on time. I needed this. Thank you so much. And thank you guys for allowing me to read you in the open like that. I'm waiting on my jelly sweets. My Fetty from Babaluaye. And guys, if I want to read from my Orisha or my Santos, I would use Obi. I work with my spirits that I normally read with anyway. But I have Shamalangas to do Palo readings, and I also have Obi. I just don't do it. Don't mean I don't know how to do it. So please don't confuse yourself with my capabilities, okay? What I don't do online don't mean I don't do. Just like you don't see me having sex, but I promise you I am. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you hit that like button. There you go, Jelly Sweet. All right. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee that which is in the dark, bringing to light of my eyes concerning Jelly Sweets, the Gemini. Jelly Sweets, the Gemini. One of y'all, please remind me to go pick up my other cards. That which is in the dark, bringing to light of my eyes concerning Jelly Sweets, the Gemini. Ebasa! What is it that this Gemini needs to focus on? All right. One more time. What is it that this Gemini needs to focus on? All right. Gemini, mercurial energy. Va Lamed. Your outcome, your shadow card comes up, defying gravity. We're asking, and it says defying gravity in shadow. It says, I use this name to unleash the power of mind over matter. This is so important. Soul over ego, spiritual over physical. My goal is not to renounce the physical world, but to eliminate its control over me and to become the true captain of my fate or destiny. Now, you know what we talked about today. This coming up in your shadow. You said you want a confirmation that you become the true captain, the driver of your own destiny. It said everything becomes possible. Ebasa! Who felt that? Everything becomes possible. Confirmation. Then your middle card, Gemini, says sweeting judgment. It says Yud Lamed Hate. It says through meditation upon the sequence and the genuine penitence of in my heart, I can lessen or even revoke judgment set forth against me. I meditate to offer forbearance and compassion to others. This card right here, Jelly Sweets, as a Gemini, this is talking about people talking. Every tongue that rise up against you, this is like Isaiah 54:17. So every tongue that rise up against you and judgment shall be condemned. So do not focal or do not put focused energy on people that have negative things to say or whatever they got to say about your decision and your journey, because this card right here is saying that's going to get shut down. That's quick for reversal. That's quick for stop gossip. And then your outcome card, umbilical cord. This is I love this. Hey Resh Chet. It said, I now establish the umbilical cord to the divine energy. Isn't that what you going after? Doing what the ancestors say? It talks about establishment, building. It says to ensure a constant glimmer of light in my life. That means you want consistency of this light to be permeating through your life. It says, especially now that I am in a place of darkness. As you move forward, Anytime you find yourself in a place where you don't know what to do, because the place of darkness is your subconscious mind. Remember, you're ruled by Mercury, mercurial energy. What you imprint on your subconscious mind is very, very important, because that's what you're going to follow, and that's what's going to play out in your life. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you. And if you guys have chimed in, please, sir and ma'am, hit that like button. Hit that like button. I think I got everybody done. I was working my Apollo spirit, so I did not even go and get anything to eat. I walked Shango and did not go and get anything to eat, so I need to go get something to eat. All right. I think I got everybody. All right. Much love to each and every one of you guys. I hope that you grown people that got something to lose, that I find you with your graveyard work. I find you being more consistent with your candles and your incense and all of this stuff. And to all of you guys that have been waiting on your products, you don't have to wait any longer, because now I finally got my business debit card, and so therefore I can start shipping out on tomorrow. So many of you guys will be getting very soon. Let's say it like that. Don't forget, if you have your talisman, this will be a good night to work with Mafedifun Oshun. My talisman, I have Mafedifun Oshun, Mafedifun Iligwa, Mafedifun Ogun. These are $300 donation. And if you already have them, this is when you start working with Ogun. Mafedifun Obatala. And I also have Mafedifun Oya. Those are the talisman that I have. I have plenty of videos that I spoke about these. And if you don't have your tools, get them, sir and ma'am. They're not on my website. You would have to cash at me the particular talisman that you would like to have, okay? Thank you so much for your time. I'll see you guys on the flip. I love you. I appreciate you. And once again, we got too much to lose.